Let's go now to Galip Dalay from Al Sharq Forum in Istanbul for the latest on the developments about who claimed responsibility for the blast in Ankara. Galip, thanks very much for your time. What can you tell us about the recent developments?
Well, as you all know, today the TAK, which was previously a splinter group from the PKK, claimed the responsibility for the Ankara blast. Such claim has two effects. One of them is, particularly on the part of TAK, on the part of the PKK, this to some extent puts YPG in a comfortable position by absolving YPG of the responsibility for carrying out such an heinous attack. On the other hand, the TAK can claim such a responsibility because given its track record, recently it's also involved with the explosion in the Istanbul Sabiha Gökçen airport, which culminated in the death of two workers there. So therefore, TAK is an organization that can claim such a responsibility because it has a history of such bombing, such suicide attack, etc., etc. But nevertheless, right now it is time for the Turkish government to come forward with the details that establishes, evidences between how the evidences will play out, who exactly perpetrated this terrorist act. But it's not very easy, given the very intricate nature of relationship between these three groups, PKK, TAK, and the YPG. It's not an easy task to determine who exactly will be behind the attack.
Okay, Galip, can you give us a little bit more information about this particular group, TAK? What difference are they compared to something like the PKK, especially for our viewers that perhaps don't quite understand Turkish domestic terrorism and politics?
Well, TAK was a splinter group from PKK, which was much more radical. It was emerged after the capture of the PKK's leader, Abdullah Öcalan, by Turkey. And back then, the PKK for a while declared unidentified ceasefire for an unidentified time period. TAK basically emerged at this time by rejecting such stance and continue with a form of terrorist attack, particularly using suicide bombers, particularly attacking, the Turkish militaries at various points. So it was a splinter group, smaller in size, much more radical in its discourse, but also there has been the security analysts claiming that was a conscious ploy by the PKK for some of its attack. By putting the responsibility on the TAK, PKK can continue, carry out such attacks, but at the same time be seen as not being responsible for this kind of attack. So it is very hard to determine whether the splinter, the TAK, is actually right now a separate organization from PKK, or it is still very much under the PKK leadership, but with a different name.
Right. Okay, Galip, thanks very much for your insight there. Appreciate that.